noch ein Monster. Searching for a relative who went missing 10 years ago. For details, please come for an explanation from me. I would wait in Kirche's bar. Look for boys to escort to Revenue Village. Person to be escorted is one young woman. Request is only for one way. Contact at South Block. Central Street 11, Twino Manor, 2nd floor, Mirano. Gut, dann... Punkt Nummer 1, den wir machen. Gucken, habe ich eigentlich... Das schon wieder... Das ist ja fertig aufgebaut schon, ey. Das müsste ich haben. Ich spreche immer den Falschen. Haha, tatsächlich neue Zeitung. Deswegen war ich hier hingegangen. Nice. So. Dann gehen wir nochmal hier runter und gehen mal hier nochmal. Ich habe hier... Nein, ich will nicht mit dir reden. Slot, den habe ich nämlich noch nicht fertig. Können wir gerade mal hier die Slots von ihm fertig machen. Shower ist fertig, Chloe ist fertig. Perfekt. Nein. Das habe ich. EP4 müsste ich auch haben. Habe ich auch, ja. Ich habe Evade 4, also werde ich wahrscheinlich auch Evade 3 haben. Ich nehme aber mal einen mit. Tag 3 habe ich auf jeden Fall. Gut, das passt dann. Wie sieht das hier gerade in Ordnung aus? Ziemlich gut. Gut, dann lassen wir das jetzt so. Und kümmern uns um die Dinger. Nee, du warst es nicht. Wo ist denn die, mit der ich reden muss? Ach, steht sie hier draußen? Nee, wo ist sie denn? Ah. Excuse me? You're Miss Mirano, right? Yes, that's right. You all must be braces? That's right, ma'am. We understand you want to be escorted to Revenue Village. That's right. I'd like to head to that lovely little town and have a look at their old cards. So, if I may, you look a little young for a bracer. Are you quite sure you can do this? Excuse me, ma'am. I am a certified senior bracer. I'm totally capable of doing this. I can fully vouch for Estelle's ability as a bracer, ma'am. If that's unsatisfactory, I'm afraid you'll have to wait for another local bracer to become available. Oh my, I suppose you really can't judge by a cover. I always like putting my own covers on my book anyway. I'll trust you, young lady. How about it, shall we be off? Sure, we're ready when you are. Very good, let's be off then. So we're going to Avenue, right? In that case, we'll wander right out the west gate of the city. Yes, that's right, and then up the mountain road. I'll meet you by the west gate. I imagine you have a few things to prepare before we go. Yeah, a little prep time would be great, thanks. We'll be right there. Very good. Don't keep me waiting long now. Let's get going, alright. Ich muss wahrscheinlich erstmal mit dir reden. Ja. Ah, there you are, I've been waiting. Shall we proceed then? Whatever you're ready, ma'am. Our goal is Ravenview Village, right? Yes, I think we all know her by now, but remember this time Miss Mirano is with us. We should avoid contact with monsters whenever possible. Yes, quite so. What a waste of time a fight would be, too. Why, keep me out of danger and I may just give you all a nice little bonus. We'll do our best, ma'am. Let's be off then. Das ist gut zu wissen. Heaven's Eye hat die da normalerweise drin. Wir machen jetzt aber Eagle Eye und Information, ne? Ja, gut, dann. So. Warum sind die keine Monster? Monster? Ach, weil ich die auf der Karte nicht sehe. Ja, ist ja irgendwie logisch, ne? Warte mal. Ich fühle mich unwohl, wenn ich die auf der Karte nicht sehen kann. Machen wir das Septian Vein raus. So it's exactly as I'd heard. I've already started to rebuild their orchards little by little. Well, they'll certainly have their work cut out for them, but they're taking a step in the right direction. Move in the right direction. Yeah, they're getting all kinds of help from all over too. I'm sure they'll be just fine. Yes, I believe in them. I wish we merchant could be of some aid to them. Huh? Mirano, are you thinking of trying to save Ravenview? Oh my, no, I have no intention of setting myself up as some kind of savior to these people. I'm ultimately just here for business. I'm going to look at the orchards and get a feel for how bad the situation is. Of course, if things are looking up, I can always invest. Well then, I should be getting to work. Okay, that means it's goodbye then. It is indeed. I must declare I sorely misjudged you earlier. I'll contact Flug and arrange a bonus for you. Huh, really? Why would I lie about a thing like that? You've earned it. Be careful on your way back. We will be. Good luck with your work. Das war ziemlich einfach. So, machen wir das wieder rein. Die Konfiguration. Warte, ist das hier Ravenview Trail? Ja, okay, das heißt hier irgendwo ist das Monster. Ich habe eben nicht gesehen. Aber auch daran lag, dass ich größtenteils auf die Karte geguckt habe, um mich zu bewegen. Oder was? Hä? Wo ist das Monster? Heißt das nördlich von der Stadt auch Waving Your Trail? Nee, hä? Doch. Heißt es. Okay. Das heißt, Monster ist hier irgendwo. Stimmt, irgendwo gab Sackgassen. Da wird das dann wahrscheinlich drin sein. You've got to be kidding me. Das ist auch noch Waving Your Trail? Ein Kennzeichen ist es doch auch so auf der Karte. Da. Nice one. Zack. Zack und zack. Sehr schön. To disable. Oder disable. Disable. Disable ist ein bisschen was anderes. Terminate Monster. Gerade mal hier gucke. Der Lichtkreis. Ja, ich mag All Blast lieber. Dadurch, dass es halt eine Arealattacke ist. So, und damit zurück nach Dings. Nicht Juan, sondern Bowser. So. Obwohl, warum bin ich immer wieder auf Juan zurückgeblättert? Verstehe es nicht. So. Wo war die jetzt? Kirchesbar. Oh doch, das hatten wir schon, verdammt. Aha. Pardon, can I have a moment? Of course, what is it? Are you Corner? We're from the Raise Guild. Oh my, yes, thank you for coming. I've been waiting. This must be about my request. Nice to meet you then, I'm Mr. Bright, Senior Bracer. My apologies for calling on you like this, but I fear I have no other resources left to me. This would take some time to explain. Can you hear me out? Of course, go ahead. If this will take a while, there's no need to stand around here. Let's have a seat and talk. Good idea. Let me see if I can claim us a table. So, ma'am, you're searching for someone, yes? Someone you haven't seen in 10 years, was it? Yes, I'm searching for my niece. Her name is Raini. If she's alive, she would be about 20 now. Wait, if she's alive, I don't quite... wait, 10 years ago. I think I can guess what this is about. The 100 Days War, yes? Oh, yes, actually, exactly. When hostilities broke out, my sister was staying in this city. She wasn't able to get out before the Imperial Army reached this city. Thanks to an acquaintance of my sister's, I soon learned of her and her husband's passing. While I never had word of exactly what happened to Raini, well, it was easy to just assume. It's been 10 long years. I'd completely given up assuming Raini had long since joined the goddess. But very recently I learned something new. A source told me that Raini had not only survived, but had been adopted by someone here in Börse. So when you think Raini's alive? Honestly, I don't know. I barely dare to hope. And what's worse, my source was vague. I have no idea who adopted her. Ooh, that makes things harder. But my heart tells me to believe this sweet little girl my sister loves is still alive. I must believe, which is why I beg you to help me. We understand, ma'am, don't worry. It's definitely worth investigating. We don't have much time in the way of clues, though. All we have is a name and an age, right? I do have a photograph of Raini as well. A photo, that'll help. Yes, it's not much, but... Gut, die Augenfarbe passt nicht, aber ich habe gerade kurz gedacht, Chloe? Aber nein, she's adorable. Quite. I assume this is her at age 10. Yes, it was taken right on her 10th birthday. Just before her family left on holiday. Warte mal, die sieht ein bisschen aus wie Kana. Wobei eine Kana hat, glaube ich, rote Augen, ne? Estelle, is something bothering you? Oh, nothing really. It was just kinda mad, I guess. An innocent little kid like that, caught up in that stupid war. It is hard to find words. It falls to us then to make it right. Yeah. Ma'am, we will take the photograph if you don't mind. Please, by all means. Well, we know what she looks like now, but how are we actually gonna do this? Raini could be anywhere. She might not even be in Börse anymore. We do have the photograph. It's very possible someone will remember her. Do you think that'll work? Well, it has only been 10 years. Even if no one remembers exactly what happened to her, there's a fair chance someone will at least remember her. It is our best shot, I guess. Let's start asking around then. Please, you are my only hope. If you find anything out, come by here again. We will. Wer könnte denn noch wissen? Du? Okay. Lugren vielleicht. Lugren könnte was wissen. Mehr auch. I see, so decide to take up that missing persons case. It was going to be a challenge, I suspect, but do your best to solve it. That poor woman was... Ach, stimmt. Submitted, seems to... Ach, stimmt, du warst ja noch nicht hier. Das passiert ist. Dann... Mabel, die müsste in etwa in einem Alter mit sein. Vielleicht kennt sie ja. Oder Laila auch? Ach, du bist wieder okay. Dass hier so schnell schon wieder gut geht, ist auch stark. Sicher, jetzt merke ich es erst. Das ist ja... Das ist sie. That picture. Yeah, you see, Estelle explained the group was looking for Kona's niece who went missing in the 100 Days War. I see. Do you have any idea who's in this photo? Estelle, guck mal vor dein Gesicht. No, I'm afraid not. Sie ist genervt, dass sie es nicht gemerkt hat, oder? You sure? You look just a bit surprised when you saw it. Yes, I was struck by how much that girl resembles an acquaintance. Also a little unsure if it was her. I'm sorry, but I must get back to her. Pardon me? Oh, Estelle. Kannst du nicht mehr über Lila sagen? This is... Estelle, where in the world did you get this picture? Well... Estelle explained that the group was looking for Kona's niece went missing. Is that so? Why has this come up now of all times? Why do I get the feeling you have some idea of what's up? I may add that. Out of curiosity, have you shown that photograph to Lila yet? Yeah? Yeah, actually we showed it to her a bit ago. Did you know? Did she say anything? Yeah, she really freaked out for a moment when she saw it. She didn't say much of anything though. Though it was so obvious she was hiding something it almost hurt. I see. Blasted Lila, why? I suppose it falls to me to explain. I think I'm a little lost. You know the girl in the picture? Of course I do. I've known the girl in that picture for ages and she's very important to me. Because the girl in that picture is Lila. Say what? Oh my. Certainly not what I expected. You sure? Completely and absolutely. Lila came to our home on a certain day 10 years ago. The day the army of Urbonia began its assault on the city of Bose. No way. When Father returned after assisting in the evacuation of much of the citizenry, he had a girl with him. Father would only say that she had been entrusted to him by strangers. That girl was Lila. Now that I look, she was even wearing the same clothes then, though they were bloody and torn. That more or less matches Kona's testimony. I think we have our answer. One thing, so the names. We're looking for a girl named Raini, not Lila. Raini? So that was Lila's old name? Yeah, that's what Kona told us at least. Hang on, you didn't know Lila's real name, Mehr? No, she never told us. She did not name herself. I find it hard to believe she did not know her own age at that name. Her own name at that age, so. I wish she could have given us a name or anything in those days. When Lila came to live with us, she could barely say anything at all. How can I even describe it? It was as if she was in a state where she'd forgotten how to speak entirely. How of it even? I've heard that extreme mental shock can temporarily rob one of the ability to speak. And if something terrible were to happen to a child, Dragon give her strength. What did she witness that day? Yes, her soul was far more hurt than her body when she came to live with us. We all tried our best, but Lila always kept a little distance between herself and everyone else. So we never learned her true name. So how'd she get the name Lila then? Naja, ihre Haare sind lila. Father gave it to her. It was inconvenient to say at least for her to remain nameless. I see. I think you understand now. All that left then is to ask her. Yes, there's only one thing to do. Let me get Sarah to bring her here. I've brought her, milady. Thank you, Sarah. Would you leave us for a bit? Of course, pardon me. Lila, come here. What would you ask of me, Miss Mabel? Our bracer friend showed me this photograph. That's certainly a familiar face, isn't it? Lila, this is you, isn't it? I think I can guess why you're remaining quiet. You're concerned about Father, aren't you? I know you feel as though you owe Father a great debt, but Lila, I don't want that to be a burden on your life, and I know he wouldn't either. A burden? Yes, it's why you haven't said anything about this all this time, isn't it? You feel obligated to remain here out of debt to what Father did. That is, well, Father said it often, didn't he? Those trapped by the shackles of the past can never blaze a new trail. Lila, you've done more for our family than could ever have been expected or asked of you. You don't need to keep shackling yourself to the past. Go meet this corner woman. Meet her and reclaim your life. Miss Mabel, I understand what you're trying to say. Unfortunately, however, the Raini you're searching for is no longer with us. Huh? What do you mean? Raini was killed in the 100 Days War alongside her parents. She rests peacefully somewhere in this land. That is what I've told myself all these years. Cause if I didn't, it would be too sad, too lonely to bear. Oh, Lila. I can't believe this. I've been such an idiot. You've been bearing all this within you all this time. I should have... Lila, I don't think you need to lie to yourself anymore, do you? I'm sorry? Mabel, Sarah, Maynard, the people from Market, I bet a lot of others are in town too. Everyone thinks of you as part of their family, Lila. There's no way you're alone anymore. Estelle? Indeed. I think so as well. Yes, I agree. It may simply be my humble opinion, but you are hardly alone here. Lila, are you listening? Do you see what they mean? You're one of the most... No, with Father Gunn, you're the most precious, important person in my life. So saying you're alone like that? Please don't say something so terribly sad. You've never been alone, Lila, ever. Miss Mabel. Lila, lying to yourself to forget something painful? It's exactly what Father hated to see. Someone trapped by their past. Father entrusted us both with such a valuable lesson. Please don't let it go to waste. Lila, go me corner, please. What does what Father taught us mean so little to you? Very well. I'll accept defeat. Miss Mabel, you're terrible. How's anyone meant to say no to an argument like that? That, my dear Lila, is the secret to driving a hard bargain. Alright, that. Phew, good to see that's all settled. Yes, I'm glad. Come on then, let's go meet her. Pardon? Go meet... you're coming, Mayor Mabel? I don't think it's a problem. With her father passed away, she has to go in his stead. Yes, precisely. Come on, Lila, let's be off. Alright, I'll accompany you then. Oh, no, you don't. I'm the one accompanying you this time. Come on, get in front of me. Left, right, left, middle, right, let's go. but... It's okay, Lila. After all, you're the star this time. Precisely, see? Listen to the smart voice, lady. Come on, hurry now. I'll be right behind you. Mabel. Ich weiß, aus irgendeinem Grund, ich habe ja auch tatsächlich mal gelesen, dass irgendwie Mabel leider schippe ich schon so ein bisschen. Bin ich, glaube ich, habe ich mal gelesen, auch nicht der Einzige. I see. Things got so complicated. Raini, I'm so sorry we didn't come looking for you. I wish we could have found you sooner. No, Auntie, don't apologize. It wasn't anyone's fault, except maybe that of the time. Over the last 10 years, I can honestly say I've been very happy. Miss Mabel, thank you so very much. I owe you and your father a debt that can never be repaid. No, not at all. If anything, I should be grateful to you and your sister and her husband. Lila has been such an important part of my life. I should say Raini, I'm sorry. No, please call her as you have. That is the name she has here after all. I'm just glad to know she has been safe and happy, no matter her name. Miss Mabel, I beg you, please continue to take care of her. Well, I would certainly love for her to remain with us, but do you not intend to take her home with you? Oh, I planned to at first, of course, but seeing her now, I couldn't be so cruel. To continue living here with the people she loves and all her friends? No one who loves her could take that away from her. On the corner. No, Dumpling, don't make that face. Of course I do hope you'll visit your uncle and me every once in a while. I know the distance will make it difficult, but we would both love it. Why would distance be an issue? I didn't mention, but our home is quite far away. You know where the Le Mans State is, I take it? For Le Mans State? Of course I've heard of it. That's where the guild has a training ground and headquarters. Most boys have heard of it, yes. I see, so Lila's not from Le Bar. That does sort of explain the kinda unique feeling she's always given off. Even by airship, it is quite a trip. I do hope you will come and visit someday. But even then, I will still keep in touch. I will too. And I promise I'll find time to visit. I'll be counting the days until then. Now, Raini, let me get another good look at you. You really are the image of your mother. I look like Mother. Bet you do. Not just in appearance, but even the way you move, your speech. You really are so like your mother when she was your age. I'm sure she has been watching over you. Your wonderful new friends and family. What she would have wanted. Live happily, my Raini, for your mother's sake as well. I will, Auntie. I promise I will. Eine sehr schöne Sidequest, muss ich sagen. Und Backstory zu Lila. Aus Le Mans, huh? Interessant. Say, Lila. Yes, Miss Maybell? About what we were discussing earlier. When were you planning on doing it? My trip back to Le Mans, you mean? I haven't quite decided yet. Alright, just be sure to let me know when you're going well in advance, okay? I'll need to adjust my schedule. What do you mean, Miss Maybell? Well, I am going with you after all. I really want to see what your home was like. Besides what? I was thinking it would be really nice to hear some stories from your childhood. I know you've heard all sorts of stories about me from before you came to live here. And I need to find some kind of embarrassing chink in that armor of yours, or I won't be able to do anything with you. Sorry after my naughtiest secrets. Well, I'm afraid I shall have to disappoint you, Miss Maybell. My early childhood was one of exquisite conduct. Unlike uncertain and famous tomboys who would be scandalized should their past be made public, I have nothing to fear. Ooh, really? I wouldn't underestimate my ability to sniff out the truth if I were you. Well, let's see what you can manage. I'll let you know as soon as I've made a decision. Please do, Lila. Anyway, what's on the agenda for today? We have your regularly scheduled meetings inside the manor from morning until tea time. Afterward, you will attend the review board for applicants to the market. Wait, the review board? That's today! Oh, ages just strike me dead. I have to read those applicant evaluations right away. Lila, hurry, we've gotta move it. Oh, goodness. Something tells me I won't be going to Le Mans for a while.